Reds got to Telford in Cincinnati last week, but it was a blue pit there, a dink there, and an infield hit. And Hal Morris got the big hit through the left side of the infield to score the key run. But Telford's always been tough against the Cincinnati team.
You know, he's not overpowering, Telford isn't, but what he has is good control over his breaking pitches, and there's two different breaking pitches that he throws, a slider and a curveball. And that makes him equally effective against lefties and righties. He drops that big curveball in there early in the count and goes more with the slider when he gets ahead of you.
And what you just saw right there, a little cutter that he'll mix into the mix, and he's got Taubman see a ball and a strike. Right in the good spot, down and in, and it's 1-2. Well, the Reds' energy was early, 4 in the first, 1 in the second. The Expos' energy has been late, 5 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth. Changeup got him. Telford's first strikeout, 2 away in the 8th.
Slow, slower, and slowest. You saw the cutter or the hard slider early in the count. Then he went slower and slower with each successive off-speed pitch.
So 2 down, and here's Hammonds. It looked like Hammonds had given the Reds a new life in the 6th. He homered to give Cincinnati a 6-5 lead. Back in the 6th inning with a 1 out. Here's Jeffrey's jolt.
This one off of Guillermo Mota, a long fly ball that keeps carrying and carrying. A home run all the way for Jeffrey Hammonds, our Ohio Lottery replay.
That lead didn't last long, top of 6, because in the bottom of the 6th, Expos got 3. And from a 6-5 lead, it's now an 8-6 deficit. There's a strike. 1-2. Time to fire up those grills with a delicious taste of JTM's new Griller's Choice Beef or Italian Sausage Patties, or JTM's Hamburgers and Boneless Pork Ribs. The brand you can count on, JTM. Nagel against Glavin tomorrow, 7 o'clock at Synergy Field. Tuesday, Juan Guzman against Greg Maddux, 7 o'clock start. We're on the air for both games. And Wednesday, a 7:30 start. We're on the air. Ron Vallone against Terry Mulholland. Dimitri Young in the on-deck circle with the pitcher due up next.
Tomorrow through Wednesday, while the Reds are hosting the Atlanta Braves, the Houston Astros will be hosting the New York Mets.
He got him. Well, back-to-back strikeouts by Telford. He's pitched 2 strong innings. Jeffrey and the Reds are trailing by 2. Here we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Are you ready to hit the road?
This year, so come join us this week. Reds Braves rivalry continues Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All games 7:05, 7:05, then 7:35. Get your tickets now and join us at the big ballpark by the river.
Well, Felipe Alou went to his workhorse out of the bullpen, and Anthony Telford, and Jack McKeon does the same thing with Scott Sullivan. Brings him into the ball game, leading the National League when innings pitched out of the bullpen with 91 1/3.
Barrett bounces it to second. Pokey Reese has it. That'll take care of Barrett. Barrett's retired. 1 for 4 is Barrett on the day. There's 1 out in the 8th. Looking ahead to the 9th inning for the Reds. Dimitri Young enters the game. He's in right field. He'll lead it off in the 9th spot in the order. Then the top of the order, Pokey Reese and Barry Larkin. That's the Red side of the 9th inning. The Expos side of the 9th inning is Urbina is up and loosening, so they'll face the Reds, the closer of the Expos, and try to beat him for the second time in a week. They beat him last Sunday in Cincinnati. Here's Andrews. Fly ball out, singled in the first run for Montreal in the 5th, and he walked to prolong the rally in the 6th. Reds baseball on Fox Sports Net Ohio, being brought to you today by the new Dodge. Stop by and see the winning lineup of cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs at the friendly Dodge dealer near you. Angel Hernandez said he didn't go around, so it's 2-1. Andrews has been poison to the Reds throughout his career. Over 300 and is hit with power. This year's been a lost year for him, though. There's a strike on the outside corner. O'Sullivan gets a ground out and a strikeout, 2 away. And here's Jeff Bloom. Bloom, key hit in the 5th, a single that kept the rally alive, and another key hit in the 6th, a triple that gave the Expos a 7-6 lead. Sullivan 1 and 2 to the shortstop for the Expos. Rondell White's moved into the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-2 to Bloom. Down to first, but Casey has it. He'll tap the bag. That'll do it. But in comes Urbina. He'll try to wrap it up. The Reds, an uphill battle as we go to the 9th, and Cincinnati trails 8-6. On Going Deep tonight.
Well, a new battery for the Expos. The guy the Reds did not want to see this afternoon. Urbina comes on to try to pick up the save. He's already 3rd in the National League with 31 of those saves. He'll throw to a new catcher. Chris Widger takes over behind the plate. The numbers on Urbina very impressive. 81 strikeouts in 61 innings, 92 career saves. That's 5th on the Expos list. And he comes right after you with everything that's hard.
There's a strike to Dimitri Young, his first at bat. Dimitri double switched into the game this past inning. Dimitri 1 for 3 in his career against Urbina. Dimitri, Pokey Reese, who's extended his hitting streak to 6 at the top of the order, and then Larkin to follow. Missing outside for a ball. 8 runs, 8 hits for Montreal, 6 runs, 10 hits for the Reds. If you joined us late, Reds sent 9 to the plate in the first inning. Got 4 runs. The big hits, run scoring hits from Casey Vaughn and a 2-run single from Hammonds. That's foul down the left field line, and Cincinnati led 4-0 in the second. Pokey Reese singled. Larkin doubled him home. The Reds led 5-0. Pete Harnish was cruising. He allowed 2 walks, no hits through the first 4. Then in the 5th, the roof caved in on Pete. Vigio started it with a double, and then a single by Andrews, a single by Bloom. McGuire pinch hit a triple. Fulmer takes the high hop, taps the bag, and there's 1 away. It was capped in the 5th inning on a home run by Orlando Merced, and the 5-run Reds lead evaporated. We were tied at 5. The Reds took the lead 6-5 on Jeffrey Hammond's 11th home run in the top of the 6th, and Jack